value, we will discuss about track, sector and cluster. The hard disk has a circular disk, which is called a platter. Every hard disk contains one or more platters, on which the data is stored. Platter is mounted on the spindle motor in the hard disk. This spindle motor rotates on a constant speed, so that the hard disk can work properly. On one side of the platter, there is a head to perform the read and write operation. The head continues to move inward and outwards and records the magnetic impulses. The platter in the hard disk is divided into track sectors and clusters. Here in this image, we can see the structure of a hard disk consisting of head, motor and platters. The platter is further subdivided into tracks, sector and clusters. In the condition of no power, the head shifts to the parking area. Now we will enter into the track sectors and clusters in detail. First we will discuss about the track. There is a circular path on the platter, from which the head can read and write the data, in the form of magnetic impulse. Every platter is divided into thousands of concentric circles, which is called track. All information on the platter is stored on this track. The marking of the track on the platter is made from outside to inside direction. The outermost side of the track is called track 0, and the track number increases while moving inwards. The data storage capacity of the track will be in thousands of bytes. The counting of the sector on all the tracks are also the same. When the head moves from one track to another, it is called seeking. Smaller the seek time of any hard disk, the higher the hard disk performance gets. The track is further divided into the sectors. Now we will discuss about sectors. All tracks which are available on the platter are distributed in smaller units called sector. The sector is the most basic and smallest unit of data storage. There are many number of bytes in a sector. The size of a sector available on the hard disk is always in the power of 2. Such as 512 or 4096 byte. Tracks are further divided into thousands of sectors, and all sectors have the size of 512 byte or more. There are three basic parts of any sector. First is sector header, second is data area, and third is error correcting code. The stored information in the sector header is used by the controller of the hard disk. Address identification flip-flop and address priority byte information are stored in the sector header. User data is saved in the data area. The error correcting code contains relevant code of the data field, which is used to check the stored data in the data field and thereby correcting the errors. Next, we will talk about cluster. Cluster is a fixed group of a number of sectors. The cluster is a small part of the hard disk's logical space that is used to hold a file. Cluster is a group of fixed sizes and numbers of sectors, which are logically interconnected. It is not necessary that the connected sectors in the cluster shall continue physically. The sectors available on different tracks together can also form a cluster. Hard drives can easily find all the available clusters on the platter, because each cluster has its own ID. Friends, from these images, we can easily understand about track sectors and clusters. There is a platter here and it shows the number of circles which are called tracks. These circles are further divided into smaller parts, which are called the sectors. On the hard disk platter, the number of sectors on the track is same. Sectors interconnect or form a cluster by grouping.